Hi guys, it's me, Paige. So a lot of you guys messaged me yesterday and then today and last night, basically just asking a bunch of questions. I had like 4 or 5 people put me in a group chat, and I think there were like 10 in the group chat, and it seemed like all of y'all had seen my videos. I don't think all of y'all were subscribers though. But y'all asked me to do a Q&A, and I told you what I'd do instead of a sole video with a Q&A was I'd do questions at the beginning of my next video. What this video is actually about is horror stories of being a nanny. I'm going to do 2 just quick horror stories that I've dealt with. One is about somebody who left their kids with me for almost a week and then did not pay me. And then one is about the time that the little girl that I was keeping a drink out of the toilet bowl. So, if you want to hear those, I'm going to put a time in my bio, in below. I'm going to put a time down there, and if you go to that time, then that's when the stories will start. So, sorry about the rambling for anyone that does not care if you're a Q&A, but for those of you who do and ask me to, I don't want to disappoint. So, the first question I got was, how old are you? I'm 18. And then I had a bunch of questions asking why is my Instagram private and why I don't do Instagram Live. Okay, my Instagram's private because I just went through a divorce, and there's a few people that I just really do not want to see my Instagram, but at the same time, if I block them, it only does so much, you know. They can still go on other people's Instagrams, etc., etc. So just to make my life easier in the long run, I do have my Instagram private. I know a bunch of y'all said that the reason y'all don't follow me on there is because it is private and y'all don't follow private Instagrams. If that's the problem, I'm sorry, like, can't really do much. I'm considering making a second Instagram just for you guys. If you'd like me to do that, let me know. If you don't, then you're gonna have to follow a private Instagram. Like, I'm gonna accept you. I'm sorry. I just cannot unprivate my Instagram right now. And why I don't do Instagram Live is because I'm not an Instagrammer. Like, I'm not Instagram famous. I have like 20 something followers because I blocked like 200 and something when I got my divorce. Like, I don't have a good following, so why would I get on there and talk about anything? My main focus is YouTube. It's really what I want to do. So, sorry. Somebody said, do I do anything besides YouTube? I don't know if they were referring to social media or outside, like in the real world, but social media wise, I have Instagram and I have a Facebook, but I'm not sharing my Facebook. It's not my name, simply because that's kind of like a private thing. If I get enough of a following, I may do like a second Facebook just for my followers and everything. If you'd like that, comment below or message me. But outside in the real world, I have a job, school, like I do stuff. Like, I don't just I don't do this all the time. I'm definitely not a full-time YouTuber. Not at all. So I do that. Somebody asked, do I have a boyfriend? Yes, I have a boyfriend. His name is Adam. We've been together since late November. So there. And that's basically it. I did have a few other questions, but honestly, they were just a little too private. Stuff that I was not comfortable sharing right now. Hope you guys understand that, by the way. But thank you for all the love and support I received. I really do love you guys, and y'all have been amazing throughout this entire situation. I'm really shy. Well, not really shy. I have a lot of anxiety, so getting in front of a camera and doing this, it's not the easiest thing for me. So just when you guys send like kind words and, you know, saying I did a good job or whatever, like, that makes me happy, and I'm glad y'all enjoy the content I've posted so far. If you'd like to see any certain videos, please give me ideas. Like, please. But thank you once again. So I hope that answered you guys' questions. For the other questions, I really was not comfortable answering. Some of them was like, where do I live, where am I from, etc. Just stuff that I don't want to, you know, I don't want to cross that line. Hope you guys understand, but let's get right on into the video. So, when I was 14, I actually had these texts until late last year, and then I deleted them, and I'm so irritated. But I had gone on Craigslist, which, red flag number one, like, what the fuck? So I had gone on Instagram, and I was looking at babysitting jobs, whatever, and I found a couple who said that they were moving, and they needed their 2 daughters to be kept. Keep that number in mind. $2 to be kept for 2 days. Two. Just keep 2 in your head. So I messaged them, and at first I was charging like $250 because I was gonna be keeping these girls from like beginning 48 hours, like closer to like more than that. Like, it was not gonna be just 2 days, it was gonna be 2 nights, etc. So I messaged the guy, and we were talking and everything. They talked me down to, I think it was like $150. So I was like, fine, that's fine, whatever. And first red flag, they did not ask to speak to my mom. And they did not know, like, they knew my age because when I first messaged, but they did not know if I was almost 15. They did not know if I'd just turned 14 from 13. And they never said, we need your parents' number to make sure this is okay. Nothing. Nothing at all. Like, they did not even ask my full name. Like, all I said was Paige. Like, they did not know my name, okay? So, finally it comes the day or whatever, and it was like 2 days after I texted them, and they were like, hey, we're on our way. Oh, okay. Like, you know, they'd still never not talked to my parents, whatever. My mom, of course, knew she was going to be there, but at the same time, like, as a parent now, that's my first thing, is if I'm going to get a minor to do it, I'm going to be like, okay, where's your parents' number to make sure that this is okay? So, they show up, and they hand us 2 girls that, like, could not walk because they were so little, and they had never discussed children's age. When I asked, no response. Like, they kind of acted like they were on crack or something. Like, I don't know. They were on some type of drug, okay? And she's pregnant. And so one of them was like probably about, I want to say like a year and a half, but was not walking. And that's not normal, like, honestly. So, she was like a year and a half, and then there was like a baby that was maybe like 10 or 11 months old, and then there was an older girl that was like 2 or 3. They walk in, don't even walk past the living room, which the way my house was set up, you have like the doorway here, you have like a short hallway, there's a room, and then you walk into the living room. They walked in the living room, handed us the girls, and go, okay, we'll be back on, like, I don't know, it was like Thursday, or Friday, because it was 2 nights, and then 3 days. So, they leave. They did not hand us diaper bags, they did not hand us anything, no food, nothing. When I asked, they were like, oh, we thought you were supplying that. Mind you, they were talking to a 14-year-old, and did not ask any of these questions. My mom is at this point already furious, but because I signed up for this babysitting job and she gave me permission, she was like, gotta do what you gotta do. Like, if I had known it was 3 girls, it would be more than $250, and I sure it would not have gone down to $150. So, then we realized the kids are sick. They have, like, diarrhea, they're throwing up, they have fevers, like, all 3 of them. They're sick, they're fussy, they're bad, like, just getting into everything. At least the older one that could walk was. And then the 2 others weren't walking, but the middle one was crawling. So, I mean, they were into everything. They did nothing but cry. So, let's say it's a Friday. They did not call, text, breathe. They did not do anything to check on these girls, okay? Nothing. Nothing. Like, they did not even, like, lady, what? So, mind you, 2 days, right? It comes Friday, I text, no response. Call, no response. Text, no response. I texted him like 50 or 60 times, called, everything. Never got a response. Saturday, nothing. Sunday, my mom was like, if they don't come by Tuesday, we're like calling the cops. Like, they're only going to keep their kids so long. So we wanted to give them an opportunity in case they had been in a car wreck or something. Like, we didn't want to call the cops and get their kids taken if they had actually had a good reason, you know. Because, of course, we're going to have to tell these cops that they left their kids with no food, no nothing. Like, make them look like bad parents. We don't want to do that. So, Monday night, I want to say it was, and I'm just making up days. It was literally, I'm just going by days in a row, but I don't know exactly what day of the week it was. We're going to say Monday. Monday night, the guy texts me, and he's like, we need you to keep so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so until Thursday. My wife went into labor. Mind you, they were supposed to come pick up those girls Thursday. Thursday night is what we had originally planned. But Friday, they had said instead. So I was like, okay, well, we're going to have to talk price because I've kept these girls for how many days? My mom's had to help, blah, blah, blah. He starts cussing me out, talking about, that's ridiculous, you know, blowing up on me. Mind you, I'm a 14-year-old girl, and this is like a 30-year-old man. Like, they were young? No. So, my mom is furious. She's like Medea walking around the house, clapping her hands, going all ghetto. My mom has a problem with that. But she's like pissed. So she had to go to work. I want to say she had like 5 days off. She had to go to work the next night. So she's telling this guy, this 14-year-old is about to be alone with your 3 kids. You never even asked if I was going to be here. You said it was 2. Like, you need to come get your kids and pay us. So, or pay my daughter, because I don't think she would have taken any of the money. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So, he comes up, and he's like, well, we're going to be on our way, but we're all the way in, like, Michigan. I don't think I heard you right. You're where? These people were, like, 4 states away from us. My mom's like, be here by this such a time, this, you know, tomorrow night, or we're calling the cops. So, they show up like 2 hours after my mom gave the date. And by this time, my mom had given them a late hour too. It was like 10 p.m. They show up at like 1 a.m. to get these girls. Bust into our house. They literally just opened the door like they lived there. Okay, I get your kids have been living here a week, but do you live here? Nope, didn't think so. Oh, so they come up in there. They're just picking the girls up, picking up clothes that we had bought for them because we had no choice. Picking up their diapers. Like, you're not bringing this shit in. Put shit down. Boyfriend called. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Put shit down. Okay. Oh, okay, so then the wife's standing there with this brand new sickly looking baby. She has no shoes on. Mind you, she just had a kid and this is like December. She did not have any shoes on. She did not have a jacket on. None of the girls had any jacket or clothes on because they were inside in like a heated house, you know. The baby that she's holding did not have a blanket on. Just had like the onesie and then a little hat. No socks on the baby, nothing. Okay. So she's standing there talking to my grandma and my mom and me. While the dude's like rounding all this stuff up, my mom's of course angry. So she's watching the guy more than talking to the lady. So she's actually talking to the grandma. Because I'm scared. Because these people, they acted like they had no sense. None. No sense. So finally, the guy gets all the stuff out. And then the wife's just like, okay, bye. Runs out the door with her brand new baby. They get in the car and leave. My mama's yelling that she's going to get her gun and everything. They left. Did not hear from them again. Nothing. I kept those kids from Tuesday to, it was Wednesday when they came and picked them up. Because it was 8 days. Till Wednesday, and did not get paid, not even like a 20. They weren't even nice enough to throw a 20 at us. Me and my mom spent like $50 on the girls just in clothes, diapers, not including food, so let's just say 100. Ugh. Again, the fun of being a nanny, like, or a babysitter, like, please be careful. Ask for payment up front. That is the #1 thing I learned. Okay, now that we've gotten that story out of the way, second story. So, we're not going to say whose kid. A while back, that's how we're going to put this. So, it was 2 kids that I was watching, and I'm not going to disclose their age because then their parents would know that this is about them. And they do know that they drank out of the toilet, but I've not gotten their permission to disclose anything about them, so I'm not. Let's just say it was a baby under 2 and a child under 6, but above 3. There you go. So the way the house was set up, the little girl could go to the kids' room because they shared a room by herself. Like, she could, as long as all the other doors were shut. And they were always shut. So I'm fixing the other baby some food. I'm fixing lunch. And you know that moment when kids just get a little too quiet and you're like, they're ruining my life. Like, they're checking my credit score. I'm just joking. But, like, they're up to something, you know? So, she does this. And I'm like, something's going on, guys. Like, something's going on, guys. So, I go to her room, and she's not there. So, I immediately panic, but then I turn, and the bathroom's on the other side. Like, the other side of the hallway. So, I literally turn and I see her. And all I see is her dipping her head into the toilet and going. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna vomit. Like, so I like run over to her and I grab her by her shirt and her arm and I'm like trying to pull her away from the toilet. She's not having it. I'm trying to pull gently, mind you, not to hurt her. She's not having it. Like, she's not moving. Then I realized her pants are soaked, her hair is soaked. It literally looked like she had just gotten in the toilet and been like, her face is soaked. I was like, ugh. So I put her at the top and I'm cleaning her and everything. And the other child comes up to the room and he's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, did you open the bathroom door? And he goes, so I ask him why, and he proceeds to tell me she looks sad and pointed. So he opened the door. And the kid drank toilet water. And I had to clean it up. And it was gross. And when the parents got home, I just told them. I was like, your kid drank out of the toilet. And I'm so sorry. They were kind of amused but also grossed out. I think they watched the baby for a little while to see, you know, if she was going to get sick or not. But she didn't, luckily. Yay. So, that's that. Keep watching the kids if you're a nanny, like, please. So, I'm going to end up doing a series. This video is already almost like 20 minutes long. So, I'm going to end up doing a series of stories. I have tons. But thank you guys for watching. Again, I thank you so much for the support and everything. To everyone asking, like, when I'm going to do all this big YouTube shit, like, I'm not big. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when I get big, I will. But, again, thank you. Thank you for the questions. If you have any more, message me on Instagram. You have it. It'll be in the link. There will be a link down below. If you've not already seen my previous story time, 16 Pregnant and Married, and my other videos, just click on my channel. There's only 5 videos. I'm sure you can figure out which ones you want to watch. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. I love you guys, and thank you. Bye.